For this project, we need fabric, thread, pins, scissors, and measuring tape. The fabric needs to have stretch. I went with a ribbon. I cut my fabric into 2 pieces and then was able to drape the front and the back of my mannequin. I pinned at the sides and at the shoulders, leaving the armholes open. I then cut away any excess fabric along the sides and the shoulders of my squares. You can also now roughly cut the shape of your armhole. After trimming away the fabric, I noticed it was still a little loose on the shoulder, so I repinned that area and trimmed away whatever excess I needed to. Now we're going to trim our desired neckline. As you can see, that leaves a little bit of extra fabric as well, so we're going to repin to tighten that up, and then trim away the back of the neck as well. We're now ready to sew our shoulder seams. So with the zigzag stitch, we're just going to sew straight across. We're then going to do the same for our side seams, again with a zigzag stitch. We're now going to measure our neck as well as the height that we'd like for the turtleneck. The turtleneck measurement is going to be doubled because it's going to be folded over. We're now going to use the 2 measurements that we just took and create a rectangle. Now with a zigzag stitch, we're going to attach the 2 smaller edges of the rectangle, making sure you're placing right sides together. Trying it on, you can make some adjustments. You can start by folding the arms over to the desired fit. Then you can pin your turtleneck in place. As you can see here, I pinned it a little lower than the neckline I originally cut. We're now ready to sew in the turtleneck. So with the zigzag stitch, we're just going to sew along where we placed our pins. We can then trim away whatever excess we may have. We're now going to cut 2 strips from our fabric. They're going to be about 4 centimeters in width and the same length as the circumference of our armhole, which I'm measuring here. The measurement should be taken where we placed our pins after our final adjustments. Now we're going to create a loop with the band we just cut by attaching the 2 sides together. You can trim away the excess to make it a little less bulky. Now placing right sides together and seams together, we're going to pin this band along the armhole. And with that all pinned, we can then sew it with a zigzag stitch. With that piece sewn, we're now going to fold over the excess onto itself and pin the 2 layers of fabric. And here's a view from that on the other side. With a straight stitch, we're going to sew just where we pinned, making sure to sew in between the 2 fabrics, while also catching the fabric at the back. We can now trim the shirt to whatever desired length we'd like, and we're all done.